Well, I just caught up on a whole bunch of short videos that I'll be posting soon on the 100-mile path. Last week was kind of rough. Let me introduce myself. This is Granny Doll. I'm living the 100-mile path as best I can with deep roots, small circles. And I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. So let me tell you about the week. Last week, Nick and I, we went to London, Ontario to say farewell to my nephew. Not so easy. It was different, let me put it that way. We shared a meal together, which was yummy. Thank you, Jamie. But it slowed me down. I had all my work ready for Sunday, so I didn't have to worry about that. We stayed overnight. We had our upstairs neighbors looked after Thor. But I was just out of touch with my normal routine and what needed to be done for Doll Can Create. So I'm trying to get back on track, as you can tell. And this is just a bit of a vlog, a chit chat with you, if you will, about the week and the week ahead. Yesterday in Binbrook, Ontario, one of the churches I serve, Binbrook United, celebrated 200 years in active ministry in the community. And it was a wonderful service. It was a wonderful service. And I talked about Paul's letter to the people in Philippi, where he says, think on these things, whatever is true, whatever is noble, etc. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about. But for the anniversary service, I actually spoke about remembering, right? We celebrate the past. We look at the past. We remember. We celebrate the present. And it was, and beef, oh my goodness, the dinner was so good. And the extra music was wonderful. There wasn't a glitch, except in the recording. Nick's phone did not want to hold on to a recording, so the video just didn't happen. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. We couldn't do a live, and the recording just did not seem to fit. But that was all good. That was all really good. So we celebrated. And then we trusted that there was going to be a future at Binbrook United. And we had people from Linden Park United there with us as well, because that's the other church that I serve. So coming together as communities of faith, as families in God, celebrating God's presence, it was wonderful. The beef was 100-mile. Not so sure about the potato salad, but I would imagine the potatoes were Ontario grown potatoes, but really good food. And there was a piper that piped in the cupcakes. It was kind of a surprise, and it was fun. Okay, so what's happening this week? Well, today I'm taking it kind of easy. I have to take it easy once in a while. And Monday is often my Sabbath, so I am resting. Tomorrow, the busy stitches are heading out for lunch. I'm meeting with another church, as their supervisor. Wednesday, I'm meeting with a couple, who are getting married in August. Oh, good heavens. That's not good. There, hiccups are over. How wonderful is that? Yes, Wednesday I'm meeting with a couple who are getting married. I may or may not have a celebration of life or funeral this week. My birthday's the end of this week, so we're looking at a trip to the lake. I want to go to the beach. So that's the week. And then on Saturday, there's a yard sale at Pembroke United, and I have booked space for that. And I am taking some of my hand dyed yarn. So if you're really into sock weight yarns, I have quite a few skeins, all hand dyed, and I will have those on offer at that point. But Saturday's also Knit in Public Day. So guess who's going to be knitting outside? And I'm hoping for good weather. Please, 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 please. So that's kind of my week, and then Sunday's worship all over again. So, boom, we're getting through to the middle of June already. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what are you working on right now? Let me just see if I can grab something here. So I have my ever faithful straw bucket patterned by my friend Tracy, the passionate spinner. And this is where I keep a lot of my knitting when they're small pieces. So here's my sock. The pattern is the Rhinebeck Buddies or Roomies, Rhinebeck Roomies from the Crazy Sock Lady. And I will show you the other one because I'm still working on this. The goal is to get it done this week because I have other socks I want to work on. Isn't that pretty? And yeah, it's grape Kool-Aid I dyed that with. And it works up really, really nice. So that's the sock yarn that I'm using on 2 point something, 2.25 or 2.5. I can't even read it anymore. Clover, 2.25 needles, which are my favorite size for knitting socks. So I'm continuing to work on that. And I really do like my straw bucket. It goes outside with me when I'm knitting outside. And I'm still working on my sweater. I'm not going to show you that because it's ongoing. And I'm spinning. So I am working on one more thing. Okay, I'm back. So this is the Yarn Harlots 1-row scarf pattern. Whether you can actually see the stitch definition there. Very simple. You can look it up online. It's a free pattern. And this is from fibre my eldest daughter gave me at Christmas. And I've got half of it spun. I did a 3-ply chain ply so that I could get some of these color stripes going through here. It's probably going to end up being a cowl at this point because I'm almost done with the first half. So anyway, that's the other thing I am working on, and it's something I can work on without thinking or tracking rows or anything like that. And I was going to try to do a prayer scarf, but it never really came to fruition. So I'm putting that on the back burner till maybe September when we have another 30-day month of different patterns and what have you in a scarf, and we can pray along together. So that's kind of in the back burner of everything I'm doing alongside of the 100-mile life program. And I'm still working on getting that material ready for y'all. And I can't believe I just said y'all. Like, that's hilarious, right? Oops, I can't do that. I'm trying to get this to stay put. And there's part of me that's thinking I'm tightening the wrong thing. Maybe that'll work. So what's on the menu this week? Because people ask me, what are you having? So I have leftover roast beef and potato salad from yesterday's church dinner. And I have leftover sausage that I cooked on Saturday. So got to do something with that. I have pork ribs that I got when I did my last Walmart order. And they're really good. So I have a choice, right? Do I want beef or pork or sausage, which is also pork? So that's today. And I do have potato salad, so I may not cook any more potatoes. I will be baking bread this week. So if you're local to me and would like a loaf of homemade sourdough or just regular homemade bread, let me know. I am planning on baking for Saturday's yard sale, and I'll have some in Binbrook with me. If you attend Linden Park and you would like a loaf delivered on Sunday, let me know. My half-size loaves are $5 each, whether it's sourdough or regular, it doesn't really matter. But that's kind of where my baking is. I will be maybe making some cookies for the church's bake table as well. So I had that. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share with you right now. I'm coming up soon on lunchtime, trying to take care of myself today, making sure that I get the protein in that I need, that I get the hydration in that I need. I did not sleep well last night. I think there's still some grieving going on with me, and moving forward, I need to be gentle with myself. And just words of encouragement to all of you that when you go through sort of these valley times, and we all do it. We all go through peaks, 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 and we go through valleys. And it's a normal part of life. So I encourage you to take care of yourself in both places. And even if you're just in the middle somewhere, remember that you are important, and taking care of yourself is what really matters. So for me, eating 100 Mile is taking care of myself. Not constantly shopping for new and brighter, shiny things is taking care of myself and my family. Knowing where all my money is, that's taking care of myself and my family. But more importantly, know where my heart is. Where is my soul? What am I reaching for these days? If you want to join the conversation, leave a comment below, and let's talk, shall we? Let's get that conversation going and see how we can encourage one another through chaotic times, uncertain times, because we're certainly living in uncertainty. Certainly uncertain. There you go. But we're here for one another. And I know, Grace, I'm speaking to you specifically. I'm here. Reach out. Anybody can reach out to me. And let's have a really good week. Good Sabbath if you're taking a Sabbath like I am today. Or if you're working, take moments where you can breathe, enjoy the sunshine and the fresh air. And until next time, this is Granny Doll saying, let's live those deep roots, those small circles in the 100-mile path. Doll can create. I know you can too. God bless. Bye for now.